take into account because Coach Doug Peterson has confirmed that Chase Daniel will be signed as a backup.
Okay.
Those are his exact words. So, like,
I was gonna see if
really,
he was gonna be starter or backup.
Yeah, he's gonna be a backup. The media's really been trying to create a quarterback competition because it just looks perfect right here. But really, Coach Peterson has confirmed that he's merely signed as a backup, and that Sam Bradford will be their starter. I think Chase Daniel's got some talent, but he's at this point a backup, and that's all he's going to be.
Bradley
I'm not going to go
Sanchez.
for it. I'm not going to go. Yeah, I'm not going to go so far as to make a bet on that. I will say, I don't know what your thoughts are on Colin Kaepernick or Ryan Fitzpatrick. My thought on Kaepernick at this point is actually that he ends up in Denver because there's a lot of hype over the fact that Kaepernick has been wanting out, and the 49ers are looking to trade him to Denver, and Denver has been interested too. So I don't know what you think about that. If you think Fitzpatrick will end up in Denver, Kaepernick will end up in Denver. Thoughts?
I'm gonna go with probably Kaepernick going to Denver because I don't think Fitzpatrick will be a good fit there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree with that. That's kind of what I think too. And then I think RG3 ends up in St. Louis.
And then
So
we're just gonna stick with the RG3 one. Then you stay St. Louis.
Yeah,
I
stick
say.
with the RG3. But
Okay.
anything on Fitzpatrick that you want to go for? This is ending up to be boring because we both think that he'll go to Denver. We have one bet still standing.
Yeah.
We both think Kaepernick will go to Denver.
Who's
Thoughts
in?
on Fitzpatrick? I mean, I'm trying to think of where else Fitzpatrick will end
Yeah.
up.
Who's in desperate need of quarterbacks?
The Rams are currently the main team. The Cowboys are still looking for a guy that can replace Romo once he's gone. I don't see Fitzpatrick in the Dallas Cowboys.
Wait, is Romo going this year or is he
He's
staying?
not going to go this year, but there's rumors that he'll retire in the next couple of years, if not next year. So now, however, the Cowboys have a very high draft pick, so they might consider pursuing Jared Goff or Carson Wentz, the top two quarterbacks in the draft. Looking at the rest of the NFL, it doesn't seem to me, besides the Rams, that really there are a whole lot of teams that stick out as to, needing a quarterback. We look at the Cleveland Browns. I neglected to mention them. Will Ryan Fitzpatrick end up in with the Cleveland Browns?
That's what I'm thinking. Actually, I want to say he's gonna. I want to see him in.
It seems most logical, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
I'm gonna say Fitzpatrick to Browns.
Fair enough. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go so far as to say this. I think Fitzpatrick to the 49ers. Because you look at what's gonna happen, I think that Colin Kaepernick will be traded to the Broncos. That leaves the 49ers in desperate need of a quarterback. I don't know what the Browns will do. I do think the Browns will probably draft Carson Wentz or Jared Goff because they have the number 2 pick in the draft. So they'll really, and the Titans aren't going to draft. They're number 1. The Titans won't draft the quarterback. They'll probably draft an offensive lineman. So I think that the Cleveland Browns will probably draft the quarterback, which makes me think that San Francisco will want to pursue guys in the open market, which makes me think Ryan Fitzpatrick will be the go-to guy. So I'm going to put up a couple of polls on this. I'm going to actually retweet the poll. It's at Youth News Radio. I'll do this while you're talking about some music news, Tyler. I'll retweet the poll out here.
Okay.
Where will Robert Griffin III end up? And where will Colin Kaepernick end up? I'll put both our choices and then an option to tweet your own. So, Tyler, if you want to get to some music news now.
All right, I'll get to some music news right now. I'll do some more in the next show as well. First things first. Killswitch Engage has a new album coming out. It'll be tomorrow for us since we're pre-recording this. It'll be tomorrow for us, but really when you're hearing this, it'll be today. But this album, so far, they've released a lot of singles. It's like been over half the album. I think it's like 7 singles they've released, but that's if you get that deluxe edition, which I did not pre-order. At least I pre-ordered the regular edition, and none of those have come in, but I've been happy with that. But so far what I've heard on Spotify with all the Killswitch Engage songs have been really, really good. I think there was like one or two I didn't like. I can't remember which ones they are off the top of my head, but I liked them a lot and enjoyed them. So that's coming out tomorrow for us, but today for you for listening to us. I'm not even gonna try to blow your mind anymore. But and Nine Lashes has an album coming out tomorrow. From what I heard, it's a bit more poppy-ish. So
interesting.
Instead of rock.
I'm interested now. You piqued my interest.
Yeah, it's more pop than rock. They used to be rock, so you might enjoy that one. I haven't listened to it yet. Also, Newsboys came out with a new album last week, Love Right. Haven't listened to that yet. I probably should. And then the remaining members of We Is Human, Brooke Holtz, Jake Jones, and Justin Forshaw. And I think Jake Jones' wife is doing this too, but they're all getting together and recording an album now. If you are not subscribed to Brooke Holtz's vlog on YouTube, do that, because right now he hasn't actually been able to play some their new stuff that they're recording, but he's been able to show while playing some other stuff in the background. But from what I heard from my friend Noah, from what he said, it sounds like they're gonna be doing some of the new We's Human songs, like Fall From Hell, like that they did live last year, and already had like demos of. Sounds like they're gonna be doing some of those. So that's all for Music Now news until next time. And then something I would like to do is do a top 10 list of genres, bands from that genre and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get into it with the top 10 dubstep songs. Since I don't have much time, I won't go into much description about them, but
Start at number 10.
Yep, we're going to do 10. Awesome. I'm going to do 10 to 1. So we're going to do it that way, and then
sounds good.
And then sometime for my own show, I'll give descriptions of each song, why I liked them and stuff. So for my own show, I'll do that then. So at number 10 is Red Lips it's a remix by Skrillex. I can't remember off the top of my head who does it originally, but it's Red Lips. Number 9 is Gunfinger by Eptic, and is played sometimes live by Zomboy, which is really good. You should look that up. Number 8 is VIP by Skrillex and Eptic, which is off their record label album, kind of like all the dubstep artists off that record label did a song and did that. Number 7 is Livewire by Excision off his last album. Number 6, also off the latest album for Cell Dweller, is End of an Empire, which is also kind of it's dubstep and metal, so I'm not sure if this would count for dubstep, but I'm just going to put it underneath here. Number 5 is First of the Year by Skrillex. Number 4, wow, I've messed that up big time. Number 4 is Game Time Remix by Zomboy. Number 3 is Turn Down for What by DJ Snake. Not many people know that, but it's actually done, but it's by DJ Snake. Number 2, another Zomboy song, it's a remix, is Beast in the Belly by Zomboy, remixed by DC Brinks. And at number 1 is my personal favorite, Tommy's Theme by Noisia. I couldn't find it on my laptop, otherwise I would be playing that as the closing song, which drove me nuts, but I found the next closest one that I have, which is First of the Year by Skrillex, just as good, but those top 4 are actually the hardest ones to pick, in my mind, so. Alright, I think that's about it then for this show.
Alright.
Oh, and I'm looking
Sounds good, Tom.
I'm looking at the poll right now. We already have 13 votes for where Kaepernick will end up. 62% say Denver Bronco, and 38% say somewhere else.
Interesting. I'm going to have a poll up. I think I have a Fitzpatrick poll up, and I'll get some more up later, Tyler.
Yeah, you do have a Fitzpatrick poll up. And I'm going to try to do a music poll sometime, put that up. I haven't been able to do that yet, but I should tonight have time to do that. So that will about wrap it up for this show. Thanks for listening, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Give us some feedback. You know where to find us, Youth News at Youth News Radio on Twitter. Like us on Facebook.
That's right.
Ask to join the community in Google+. Send us an email, Twitter, tweet, or whatever you want to ask a question. And hopefully we can get gold, frankincense, and myrrh on for a show to do an interview sometime. We should have more news by, I want to say, next week. We should have more news about that. So enjoy First of the Year by Skrillex, and we'll see you next show. Thanks for listening.
No.